Hello and a warm welcome to TBC News. Our top stories. Dr. Samia honored for excellency in tourism and marketing. Deputy Prime Minister reaffirms steps to end power shortage. Good evening, I am Faida Gaga. You can also follow us live via our YouTube channel, TBC Online. Also, get all the latest news through Instagram, Facebook, and X pages at TBC Online. President Samia Hassen has been conferred with an honorary doctorate for tourism and marketing management from the State University of Zanzibar, Susa. According to the statement issued by the State University during the 19th graduation ceremony, it elaborates that the PhD conferred is due to the various efforts made by President Samia Hassen in the management and implementation of various responsibilities. Speaking after receiving the PhD, President Dr. Samia has thanked the university for recognizing her contribution to the tourism and business sector in the country.
As I receive this honorary, I receive it on behalf of all Tanzanians who continue to give me great encouragement and cooperation in carrying out my duties as head of state. Besides the royal tour, I have recorded another film with a Chinese actor called Kijiji cha Milele, which will soon be released, and we hope it will attract many tourists from China.
On the other hand, President Samia says in promoting tourism in the country, there is a new film named Kijiji cha Milele, translating to Eternal Village, that aims to further promote tourism in the country. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Energy, Dr. Doto Biteko, reassures that the first power generating plant in the Julius Nyerere hydroelectric project will start testing the hydroelectricity generation project in February next year instead of June. Is a report by Harry Mabumo, read in the studio by Kanki Mwaigomole.
In an effort to end the ongoing shortage of electricity in the country, the Deputy Prime Minister, Doto Biteko, is here to visit the Julius Nyerere hydroelectric project to inspect the progress of the project.
Tayari mashine mbili za kuzalisha umeme zimeshafungwa.
2 electricity generating machines have been inserted, which are machines number 9 and number 8. We shall start injecting water into the machines on the 19th of February. If we complete the testing of first machine, then we will continue the testing of other machines.
He then highlights where the project has reached so far.
La Julius Nyerere hydropower project.
The Julius Nyerere dam has reached 94.78%. We will ensure that we reduce and eliminate the challenges of power outages after the completion of this project.
Gisima Nyamuhanga is the Director General of the Tanzania Electric Supply Company Limited, TANESCO, and here he gives details on the issue of the water level in the dam.
The volume has reached 16 billion cubic meters, equal to 48% of the total volume that we expect. When the Mtera Dam is full, it is 3.2 billion cubic meters. We shall then produce 5 times the water volume of the Mtera Dam.
The Julius Nyerere power generation project is expected to generate 2,115 megawatts upon its completion next year, a step that is expected to end power challenges in the country.
The chairman of the Dar es Salaam Region Security Committee, who is also the Regional Commissioner, Albert Chalamila, says in collaboration with the Drug Control and Enforcement Authority, DCEA, the region embarks on fully combating all illicit businesses, including drugs. Chalamila made the commitment in Dar es Salaam when he was invited by the authority, and he commended them for the work done to seize more than 3 tons of drugs.
Tufike hapa kwenye ofisi hizi. We
have continued to create various task forces that will help and support the authority in ensuring that we completely eradicated drugs in our region. And by doing so, we have expanded and managed to control those who evade taxes, as well as those who import contraband goods from other countries through alleys or unofficial channels. This is a special operation that has already started, and we are looking forward to getting better results.
The Drug Control and Enforcement Authority Commissioner General Aritas Limo urges the community, religious leaders, and all regional commissioners to support the authority in fighting the war against drugs.
Ikiwemo wazazi, viongozi wa dini.
Against narcotics, I urge parents and guardians to be close to their children, so the ones who have indulged in drugs be identified so that immediate measures can be taken.
On the other hand, the Dar es Salaam Special Zone Police Commander, Senior Assistant Commissioner of Police, SACP Jumanne Murillo, insists on taking action against double dealers who have been hindering the operations against drugs in the country.
Ziada kuhakikisha jambo hili la dawa za kulevya.
We are doing a lot of extra work to ensure that narcotics are eradicated. We discourage all idlers because some shelter and encourage drug use.
TBC News traveled to Kunduchi Beach and had a chance to talk to some fishermen on the issue of them using the area as a path for bringing about illegal businesses to the Dar es Salaam region.
Are to dictate what they are carrying.
The Tanzania Meat Board urges Tanzanians to ensure that they send livestock to registered abattoirs to ensure hygienic and safe meat standards before consumption. Speaking in the city of Dar es Salaam, the Zonal Animal Husbandry Officer in the Eastern Region, Pendo Mtaki, says not following the procedure will endanger the health of consumers.
We urge all people to avoid slaughtering animals at home. There are modern slaughterhouses in different places, and all of them are registered with the Meat Board.
Furthermore, the livestock officer directs the butcher shop owners to ensure that their shops are registered with the Tanzania Meat Board, as well as complying with the meat safety and standards.
Of meat is direct proportion with the working environment. A workplace is the key tool for producing quality meat.
Tanzania is among top 5 countries in Africa with the highest cattle population. Let's now have a look at other stories. Deputy Registrar of the High Court, Agatha Chugulu, says there have been strides made in land ownership and dispute resolution mechanisms in the country following an increase in citizens' awareness on land acquisition and operations. She made the remarks when speaking to TBC News, insisting that the need for all Tanzanians to be aware of the laws governing the land sector.
How serious are land disputes in Tanzania?
Land dispute in Tanzania is not a serious one, but people are aware about their rights. That's why they lodge their complaints to court to get their rights. Actually, people, they are aware where they can access their rights.
What are the right procedures that one needs to acquire so that they do not face land disputes in future?
First, they should go and trace the history of the land to the Ministry of Land and Housing Tribunal.
That was the Deputy Registrar from the High Court, Agatha Chuguru. I am Kanki Mwaigomole. Back to you, Faithangaga.
Thank you, Kanki Mwaigomole. President Samia Suluhu Hassen has awarded a tractor to a Tanzania Social Action Fund beneficiary, Limbu Mahona, who is a resident of Mwamanyangu village, Itimila district in Simiyu region, who cultivated a cotton crop by following the best agricultural procedures, including the use of fertilizers, and enabling him to have the largest harvests this season. It's a report by Pascal Michael, read to you by Kanki Mwaigomole.
The Simiyu Regional Commissioner, Dr. Yaha Nawanda, hands over a tractor to the farmer who is a Tanzanian Social Action Fund TASAF beneficiary following his outstanding agricultural performance in Simiyu region.
Baada ya kununua mbolea, akaongeza tija.
Due to the presence of fertilizer facilitation, which increases production, Honorable President Samia Suluhu Hassan has ordered to present him a new tractor, and that's what we have done today.
Mahona explains how he used the subsidy he received from TASAF and half of that money to buy manure that he used in a 3-hectare cotton farm and followed the best agricultural practices.
I got 4 tons, 740. I have benefited from TASAF. To date, I own a house worth 7 million. I am very grateful to the President for giving me a tractor. Through this tractor, I will increase production.
Itilima District Commissioner Faiza Salim gives testimony of the farmer and his performances.
Kwa hiyo ni mmoja wa mkulima bora na mkulima wa mfano katika wilaya yetu Itilima.
He is amongst the best farmers in Itilima district for the last year. We have not found a farmer who cultivated more kilos, of which he has broken the record by reaching 1,500 kilos per acre.
Wastani wa Simiyu.
The average of production in Simiyu is 192 kilograms per acre. This farmer has been able to produce 1,580 kilograms per acre.
In other news, development stakeholders urge the ministries to ensure that budgets created are gender-based so as no one is left behind during the implementation of the financial plans in the country. The call has been made by the Senior Gender Officer from the Tanzania Gender Networking Program, TGNP, Geoffrey Chambua, during a workshop that brings together officials of various sectoral ministries to discuss the inclusion of key issues related to services and planning during the preparation of the budget.
The agenda of the world is that no one should be left behind in development, and we cannot all be in the same level if there is a woman out there who spends many hours fetching water or health services. All heads of the government, ministry, and institution should ensure that their institutions are gender-based institutions to ensure that all groups of the society are reached and benefit from all available resources.
Now, before we wind up the local news, let's take a look at today's exchange rates according to the Bank of Tanzania, BOT. Do not miss TBC News every weekday to know all the latest in exchange rates. Now stay tuned for all the latest in international news. And here's international news as compiled and read by Nyambona Masamba.
Chinese embassy in Myanmar has asked its citizens to leave a border district in Myanmar as soon as possible, citing security risks. The call to evacuate the Lokai area in the Kokang region along the country's shared border came as Myanmar's military government has been battling ethnic minority rebel groups in what has become its biggest challenge since it seized power in a 2021 coup. Clashes have raged since October across Myanmar's northern Shan state, the Rakhine Army AA, the Mandarin-speaking Myanmar National Democratic Alliance Army, MNDAA, and the Tang National Liberation Army, TNLA, launched Operation 1027 an offensive against the military. The rebel group says several towns and border hubs vital for trade with China. Myanmar has witnessed its most significant escalation in hostilities across the country since the start of Operation 27. The MNDAA has vowed to recapture Lokai town, which is notorious for gambling, transitional human trafficking, and online scams. We're heading to the Korean Peninsula. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has ordered the military, including nuclear program, to escalate war preparations to encounter what he called unprecedented confrontation moves by the United States. Speaking at an ongoing meeting of the country's ruling Workers' Party, Kim set forth the military tasks for People's Army and the munitions industry, nuclear weapons, and civil defense sectors to further accelerate war preparations. Kim also stressed that the military situation in the Korean Peninsula